West Ham in disguise, sang the jubilant Arsenal fans to the quickly emptying home stands. As disguises go, it wasn't a very imaginative one from Burnley, but you could see what they meant.
Because for the second weekend the rampant Gunners ran riot at the home of a team in claret and blue. Vintage against the Clarets, you might say, and you can only raise a glass to Mikel Arteta's men in this kind of mood.
Luckily for Aston Villa, they hosted the North Londoners back in December. If there was one small crumb of comfort for Vincent Kompany's side, it was that they only conceded 5. Read more in Football. Ramsey scare Burnley vs Arsenal delayed after horror injury as star given oxygen on field. Transit win a Ford Transit or £30,000 cash from just 63p with our discount code. That's one fewer than the Hammers shipped in last Sunday's London derby.
But even so, it was almost Groundhog Day for the Gunners. Bukayo Saka scored twice, just as he did at London Stadium, and Leandro Trossard was also on the mark once again. Arteta's men have now rattled in 21 goals in 5 matches. Their warm weather training break in the Middle East had clearly done them good.
Most read in Football. Totting up how much Prem clubs rake in on match days, with Spurs taking £71 per fan set the tone. Chelsea make Tony #1 summer target as Brentford hold out on club record fee. Seeing red, strangest red card ever handed to West Brom boss in utterly bizarre moment. Eagle Eye Roy Hodgson agrees to step aside for Glasner with McCarthy to take Everton clash. How to get free bets on Football. They could have decided to take it easy after their famous win against the Hammers, but they did nothing of the sort. And after a bright start by the home side, it took the Gunners just 4 minutes to take the lead with their first attack of the afternoon.
We have to be in the conversation, says Mikel Arteta as Arsenal boss has his say on Kylian Mbappe transfer saga. Declan Rice started the move with a driving run and he swept the ball out to Gabriel Martinelli on the left. He picked out Martin Odegaard on the edge of the box and the Norwegian had the freedom of East Lancashire to take a touch, pick his spot and beat James Trafford.
It was an 8th goal of the season for the skipper and just what his team needed after Liverpool's win earlier in the afternoon. Clarets boss Vincent Kompany was watching from the stands after picking up a 3rd yellow card of the season at Liverpool last week.
And the Belgian would have been alarmed at the number of times his team surrendered possession around their own box. It could have got worse for the home side as Saka's long ball sent Trossard racing clear.
He tried to go round Trafford, but the England under-21 keeper got a good hand on it, and Dara O'Shea completed the clearance. The linesman's flag may have come to Burnley's rescue anyway, but Arsenal were looking dangerous every time they attacked.
Saka's low cross from the left was hoofed away by Sander Berge with Kai Havertz lurking at the back stick ready for a tap-in. Trossard produced a fresh air shot from another low cross, but Burnley were finding it tough to get a handle on the Belgium international.
That much was clear just before the break as deadline day signing Lorenzo Signon found himself on the wrong side in the box. There was enough contact for ref Jard Gillett to point to the spot, and the VAR did not see enough evidence to overturn it.
Saka took responsibility and his spot kick was just out of the reach of Trafford, giving the visitors some breathing space. That made it 4 Prem games in a row that the England-wide man has scored in. And this one put his team firmly on course for a 5th consecutive league win since the turn of the year.
Burnley, who have won only once at Turf Moor all season, had not managed a single shot on target all half for all their endeavour. Company's words at the break must have seemed pretty hollow as the visitors put the game to bed within a couple of minutes of the restart.
Odegaard's clever ball split the home defence and Saka took a touch past Hannes Delcroix to get the ball onto his right foot. He still had plenty to do but thumped a shot into the roof of the net that Trafford hardly saw as it fizzed past him.
Mikel Arteta and company spent 3 years working together at Manchester City when the Spaniard was Pep Guardiola's number 2. There was plenty of respect between the two, but the Gunners' boss clearly did not want his team to show any mercy.
Burnley fans must have thought the day couldn't get much worse, but the way this season is going it certainly could. In pouring rain, Aaron Ramsey seemed to get his studs caught after a tackle from Odegaard and needed oxygen as he was stretchered off in some distress.
He was replaced by Charlie Taylor, who tried to block a shot from Kai Havertz after a powerful run down the left by Jakub Kiwior. However, the ball broke kindly to Trossard, who slotted home the goal his impressive performance deserved.
And Arsenal weren't finished there. Burnley's heads had completely dropped as they switched off from a throw-in. Read more SUN stories. Clapback Jamie Lang breaks silence on backlash as he replaces Jordan North on Radio 1. GREEN goddess Kerry Katona shows off 4-stone weight loss as she strips down to bikini in Spain. Havertz pounced on the loose ball and skipped past Delcroix too easily before rolling under Trafford for number 5.
It was November 2020 last time Burnley lost by 5. A miserable season for them is only heading one way. Arsenal News Live. Stay up to date with all the latest transfer news from the Emirates.